This is the SureSnap Pro. This is what you'll be receiving in the kit. You could purchase this separately. It'll come with the battery and a charger, but in the kit it comes with 2 batteries and the charger with a whole bunch of accessories to help you install the Snap It plug. Here are the components that you'll be installing onto the puller. So obviously your battery. You want to make sure you get full charge, and that just slides right on at the bottom. The next component is the size 2 pull rod. The pull rod screws onto the body of the puller. Make sure it threads all the way to the bottom, about 1 inch depth. Then you could turn it off a little, back it up slightly so that it's easier to uninstall. The next component is the thrust washer. We call it the press washer. You use the right pull rod stud for the right plug. So this is a size 2 for the 584 Snap It. And you use a size 2 washer. Drop that on. The next component is the plug positioner. Drop that on. And then your Snap It plug. And then that screws on at the end right here. Go all the way till it bottoms out, and then turn it back slightly, about 1/8. And then you see that you have a gap here, so that gets adjusted by this press foot. You want to touch up on the ring, maybe slightly turn it off a little bit. It's ready to install the Snap It plug. Ensure that you're parallel with the tube. You don't want to have an angle to it. Just get it as best as you can to where you want to install it. At this point, all you're going to do is just press the trigger until it snaps. Simple as that. You don't have a hydraulic pump, hoses, cable, a compressor to actuate the hydraulic unit. It's just a battery operated tool, and it's the breakaway force is determined by the Snap It plug, and that's it. We're going to remove the Snap It Junior 584 with the slide hammer tool that we have and the tube spear. It's pretty simple. If the breakaway stud is still on the pin, you want to remove that, unscrewing it. And then you take your tube spear and you want to screw that portion in where the threaded pin is at. And so then at this point, you just get a hammer, you just get a regular hammer and hit the acorn nut to drive the pin away from the ring. There you go. And so now that the pin is loose, now you're going to remove the ring, and by doing that, you also want to just give it a little slight tap on the acorn nut just to get the initial bite. There it goes, you see that? You get a crescent wrench or an open-ended wrench, and you want to tighten the tube spear into the ring. This tube spear is made of some hardened material, so it bite into the annealed rings. Just snug. You don't want to overdo it, or you're going to strip the material on the ring. It has a slight taper, so it'll keep pushing. It's like a thread out removal. And then what you're going to do here is, we call it the slide hammer because you use this as the removal. That's it. It's easy as that.